Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday Whine with Ana Belaval. Don't worry about it. I got it. And wait a minute. Nope. Wait a minute. I'm waiting for the sound. You can't hear it, but I can because I'm a mom. I hear keys. The door closed. Finally, se fueron. Salud. Finally, they vacated the house 2 minutes before I meet you guys for Wine Wednesday, and they're still, or Wednesday Whine, and they are still running around the house as if I didn't tell everybody, including my significant other, that I need the house to myself on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock Central Time, Chicago time, so that I can hang out with you guys and say cheers and see if we can make it to the second half of the week. I don't know if it's for you guys, but for me, Wednesdays are tough, very tough. They're in the middle of the week. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it to Friday. They feel like an extension of Monday. And then I got to push myself. And then Thursdays I love, but Wednesdays, anybody else, give me some love and some likes. How many people feel like that about Wednesdays? And I kind of feel bad because my oldest was born on a Wednesday. I mean, I went into labor on a Tuesday, but she wasn't born until Wednesday. So like things are always hard for me on Wednesdays. So I'm kind of glad that we chose to do Wednesday Whine with Ana Belaval on Wednesday. We did it because the name sounded right. And it kind of forces me to face Wednesday and say, pa encima, you're not going to win over me. You're not. Así que salud. Saludo Nancy, Mora, Kathy. Cheers. Oh, right, Carla? You get me, girl. Wednesdays, están como en el medio. They just don't get out of the way. They drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. Do you belong to a wine club? I don't, because I don't have fancy taste in wine. I really don't. So to tell you the truth, I was always a white wine drinker, and the red wine, I always drank it with friends of mine who know about wine and will get me a really good one that wouldn't feel too harsh going down. So this is more about the whining, supporting, venting, getting together with you guys than it is about the kind of wine that I'm drinking. El viñedo, el año, el cuerpo, the body, the cinnamon, no, yo lo que quiero es drink the wine and call it a day. How's everybody doing? Where are you connecting from? I want to know where you guys are connecting from. I'm in Chicago. Of course, the capital of the Midwest is what we like to say. But I know that I have friends all over the place. Puerto Rico, California, Florida, Mississippi connected last week. So if you can, let me know where you are watching us from. I can see all your, okay, I have a problem. You know why, Andrea? Because you wrote Champagne-Urbana, and I was like, champagne, que rico. I have a problem. Champagne, I like to. Also, whatever you give me for free. I've heard the Aldi wine is good, Brad. So let's not knock any Aldi products, because my daughter loves the juice from Aldi. Houston, Texas, Virginia. I need a drink. Hold on. Oh, I gave my 2 weeks notice at work today. Barb, I hope it was a good 2 weeks notice. And this is really cool because the person that I'm interviewing today, Zahira Domenech, is all about empowering women and letting them know what they're worth and making sure that not only we know what we are worth, but others that work with us and deal with us know that we know what we're worth, which is the hardest part, to open our mouths and say, this is what I deserve, right? Personally and financially. So Zahira's going to join me in a few minutes. Yes, wine from Trader Joe's. I know. Hello, Morton Grove. Ooh, Texas. I missed you here. Flower Mound. I don't know where that is. White sangria from where? From Cooper's Hawk. I know. All my friends that go to Cooper's Hawk love it because they let you take the bottle with the top on and then you can drive away. Willow Springs, Bolingbrook. Well, I'm glad that you are all here. That's true. The Aldi owners own Trader Joe's too. So I have to drink to the fact, not only that my house is empty and my 2 kids have left, but that tomorrow is the last day of virtual learning. Mm. So I don't have to teach a first grader anymore, and I'm hoping and praying that I don't have to teach him this fall either. I hope that now that we're in phase 4 here in Chicago, if everybody behaves and you guys don't go out without masks and running around like headless chickens, coughing all over everyone and exposing the most vulnerable, that we can continue in our slow progression to a new normal. I know it's like a cliche, this new normal. Es una frase trillada, is what we say in Spanish. But it is, it's true. We're not going to have the same lives we had before. I know, from Roscoe Village. Catherine, congratulations. Last day of school. I love it. I love it. Oof, this is one of my favorite places. All Chocolate Kitchen in Geneva. Oh, so I'm going to have to go to Galena Cellars soon, of course. Berwyn, Illinois. So yes, I am glad that you guys are all here. Wait a minute. Is one of my CPS teachers here? You're Claire. This one's for you. Salud, for 30 years as a teacher. All right, Claire. So what are you going to do with your life next? Because that's what my next guest is going to talk about. We're going to talk about if this is the right moment to reinvent yourself, to follow your passion, to say que se chave, for lack of a better word. This is the time that I'm going to do that I always wanted to do. So I am going to introduce Zahira Domenech. I'm going to bring her in. I think Zahira is in Puerto Rico, which is going to make me super homesick. Let's see. This is all new for me. Zahira, can you hear me, honey? Unmute yourself. You may be muted. See if you're muted, because I can't hear you. There is hay un botón que dice camera mic. Aprieta y a ver si te escucho. This is all new for us. In the little box, you may have a little microphone that says mute mic, unmute mic. Mira, ven. I can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. And now? No?
Yes, I do. I hear you.
Great.
Do you hear me?
Great. Yes.
I love it. You look so pretty in pink. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you. Great. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh my goodness. Zahira, are you in Puerto Rico?
Yes, I am right now. Yeah.
Right now, because you travel the world. Tell people that are joining our Wednesday Whine, what is it that you do?
Well, I am a business coach. I help women, to work with their money mindset and scale their business and transform, their business to and scale it one. And I travel the world, with my son and my husband. Part of the year, we travel to Europe, Italy, France, and we live there for a few months. And then we came back because I get homesick. So sometimes, but yeah, unfortunately, we cannot travel. So I cannot wait to start again in our journey, because we love it as a family to do, like, to be a nomad family.
Oh my God. So you are okay with homeschooling, huh?
Oh yes. Actually, we were very, we were starting to do homeschooling with my son last year. Mm-hmm. So this whole journey that usually everyone is starting right now, it have been hopefully something that we have in, taking in consideration, because we travel a lot. And he is great, but we do have a teacher that connects with him, and we have tutors, and we have a whole team. I don't do it for sure, because I don't have that, that is not my talent. So he needs, great people behind him so he can learn well and do great things with his life. So,
and I know, is he 9 years old, you told me?
No, actually, he's now 15.
Ay, mi madre, he's a teenager.
Yes, I am a teenager, yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, but I think that's when people talk to successful women and like you, they always ask, what is the secret to have it all? Well, my experience is that we just learned that we can't have it all the time, and that we need a lot of help, and that sometimes we're going to be a great mom, and sometimes we're going to be a greater professional than mom. Is that your experience? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think, for me, my son in particular, I was married before, and during, even when he was in my belly, I was already an entrepreneur. So he grew up with me in my store, with me working. So one of the things that I have been doing with him, as he's have been growing up, is that he is always with me. So he understands that mommy is, much alike to be working, or even, actually he was here like 1 minute ago, and I was like, baby, you have to go. I am in an interview. And he was running. Okay. So he understands me, and I try my best that he is part of it. And for me, that was a better experience, because I was a single mom, and I was doing a lot of things, just with him. So he's a great part of it. Now that I remarried 4 years ago, and I have a great support system in my family, and, my mothers and my mother-in-law, that they help me. Definitely one of the things that I think most women are afraid is to ask for help, or even they think that you have to do it all. And, it takes a village to raise a kid, and even, to create a business and have a successful career. So you need
know what? I don't want to interrupt you, but my husband called me out the other day, because I've been doing most of the homeschooling with our 7-year-old. And contrary to you, because there is no guide for virtual learning, because this happened really quickly. The schools weren't ready. So a lot fell on the parents. And with the teachers, we were all making it up as we went. And I said something like, my husband wanted to help, or my husband wanted to contribute or help me out with something with Alex. And I said, no, I got this. And he goes, you got it, because at the end of the year, you want to say that you did this all on your own, and then you got an A. And I'm like, a lo mejor.
Maybe, yes. Yeah. I think, un ching no gusta, yeah. Definitely, yes. Most women are very strong. We take a lot of in our plate. We love to do, say that we are, like that we can do a lot of things at the same time. But it's part of the way that, I think society have been, ingrained in us. You have to be perfect. You have to be great mom. You have to be, great wife. You have to exceed in your professional life, and you have to do it all to make it right. But to be honest, no one can. You need help.
No one can. I wonder if the people that are watching us have noticed that we have this tendency of, like, because of the working mom guilt, do you notice that you're like, since I work, I better be a great mom, so no one tells me, Abe, because you wanted to be on TV, because you wanted to be a CEO, los nenes are suffering because of it. And you always have that in your head. And my husband has never told me that. It's un discurso. It's a speech that I have in my own head.
Yeah, actually, yes. It's since that we grow up, it's not, it doesn't matter if you have maybe a partner or a husband that he's telling you that. You always telling you that inside of you. You feel guilt, because you want to grow in your, in your career, you want to follow your dreams. And even for me, the time that I say to my husband, you know what, I just wanted to travel. I want freedom. I would love to be like part of nomad life. I want to put Sebastian in a homeschool. It is not the traditional way, for sure. And at the same time, I was like, asking myself, are you crazy, girl? Like, you are making these choices and this, rules that are not the usual, and I still sometimes feel afraid that I am not doing it right, even for him.
No.
Yeah. So
I know.
think,
Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about something because I've been trying all this branding and all the YouTube channel and this Facebook thing in the middle of this mess. And honestly, I was telling my cousin last night, it's giving me insomnia, it's giving me stress because the world is in limbo, right? We don't know what the new reality is going to be. So when I brought you into our conversation to find out if this is the right time to take a risk on ourselves, to move ourselves forward, to, like you say, act like a CEO of your life, I don't know. I think that in this moment, are you finding out that women are even more scared because of what's going on?
More scared. I think they, if you haven't been in business, for sure you have more, fears,
concerns.
yes, and concerns, because usually when you have been like me for so many years as a, in your own business, I always tell my kid or my husband or my friends, every day I am without work, so I have to do something to bring clients and to bring money to my home.
Yes.
So I am wired like that, so I can be in the mix of things, and not having something that is too structured or too secure. You know what I mean? But if you have been in a company and you have been working for so many years in a company, you feel secure, and you lost that when you don't have when you have a business. Because you always are in the middle of something that you have to tackle, so to make money and to bring more clients and to adjust your business as life move forward. In technology, I opened my business almost more than 15 years ago, so a lot.
You're an event planner, right?
Yes, I was an event planner, and we still are. So we have to adjust so many things. So I think for sure, if you have been in a company with a corporate work, definitely you will feel more anxious. You will feel all the emotions, but at the same time, I feel like this is the best way and the best time ever to create something with your own, with your own talents and your own, experience. I think it is the way to go. And now with the internet, and you can create whatever you want, for sure. Yes, you need some guidance, and you have to learn things and new skills as anyone, even if you work with a company. But I know that women, we can do it for sure. I believe that we have that ingrained in us, that we are very resourceful, so we can resolve things, find solutions when nobody can see them. So I think it is for sure a process that we all have to learn.
So let's say, for example, I see a lot of women who are stay-at-home moms, and all of a sudden, they're great at making arts and crafts, and they start selling them at Etsy, or they start their own home babysitting thing, or they're graphic artists. How do they move those kinds of businesses forward, right? How do they go from just the daycare with 5 kids at their home, or that Etsy little gig that they do of making bows for the girls? How do they go, you know what, I'm going to push it a little more. Give me like the nuts and bolts, because people, the first thing they're going to tell me, and I can imagine they're asking me like, oh, but I don't have the money. I don't have the capital. I don't have the investors, because we think way too big sometimes. We don't want to take baby steps. We want to run, salir corriendo with the success, right? So what do you tell them?
So I think, yeah, baby steps, usually, like you say, the number one excuse is I don't have the money or I don't have the time. That is the most, strong ones usually people say. For example, if you have an Etsy and you have a craft, maybe you do bows or maybe you do invitations or graphic designers. I will let you know, I will suggest that you open a Shopify store, that you can open it even for free for a certain time. And then you can pay, I don't know, $15 a month. And then you can learn about internet marketing, to use, social media to promote it. And you can find so many things that are free right now in YouTube and in different, locations in the internet, in sites, that you can learn new things that you can use to promote your products. And I believe in the power of storytelling. The storytelling behind any brand or any endeavors, in entrepreneurship, I think it is a strong one. If you, be like this, in a IGTV or Facebook Live, and you tell your story and you show people and you educate, it is, very strong that people will relate with you. They will share your work, that they will, buy from you. I think the right now with the internet, the content marketing is the more, stronger that you can do right now. And you can start for free using the social media and, ask for your friends to share the, the Facebook Live and all of that.
Zahira, it reminds me, when I grew up in Puerto Rico, my dad always would tell me, échale un llorao. That is storytelling. Tell them a sad story. And what he meant was, if you're honest and you tell them your story, they will help you. They'll believe in you, because honesty should be behind every brand. It doesn't happen, but should be behind every brand. And your that village that's helping you raise a child, that village that's helping you succeed, is going to want to see you do better, right?
Yeah,
so ask for that kind of help.
Yeah, for sure. And in storytelling too, you can even, use your own, experience, because people relate to stories. This is why movies are so successful. People love movies, people love Netflix, people love documentaries, because people relate to stories. If you put a product and never say the story behind it, people cannot relate to it. And you can, you can try it, and you will see the difference. I think, we as a woman, we buy for emotion more than the man. And for sure, the story behind every brand, I think, is very important right now.
Yeah, Zahira, I'm looking at a few women that are on our stream talking about their age. They're in their late 50s. They're feeling like they hit a wall. That age is going to be an issue, that starting over and money is going to be an issue, that their anxiety level is too high to take a chance on themselves.
Actually, right now we are living in the great era that you can see women in so many ages being successful. And this is something that even for me, maybe, I am almost 40 years in few months, that 20 years ago I haven't seen, before. That you don't see like a J-Lo, you don't see a women that are in power, not only physically, but they are doing better. They are doing great things. And even in my courses, I have a lot of women that are in their 50s, and they are learning new things, new tricks. And, I think it's more about the mentality behind it, that it is about age.
And taking the time to educate yourself. I think we want to do it right out of the gate, de la primera, and I think you have to take the time to find the free resources to educate yourself. I have a friend who is in her late 50s, and she is my manicurist. And about 10 years, maybe 7 years ago, Carmen decided that she was going to finish her degree. She had never gone to college, so she went to community college and then got her specialty in mammograms, radiology technician for mammograms. And I remember how hard that was. That wasn't easy. And now she does manicures because she loves them, but she also is a radiology technician and helps women, with one of the scariest days of your life when you have to go get that mammogram. And I remember telling her what I heard a friend of mine when she was about to get her master's degree with one child already in tow. That girl told me, and I told Carmen, you don't have your master's degree right now. In 3 years, if you don't do it, you're not going to have it. If you do it in 3 years, you have your master's. No te quedaste con las manos vacías.
Exactly.
You tried it. You don't live out of that what if,
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, this is something that we have to work on ourselves. Women are not like a bottle of I don't know, food that expire. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness, I love that. You don't have an expiration date.
No. No, for sure. When I am 60, honey, I will be rocking that, life in all the way. So no, it is about empower ourselves to see the value in ourselves, even though that people or society, I'm telling you that you are not. And for sure, actually, when I will be 40, like I say, and I feel like I am starting right now. Like, I don't know what is going on with me.
Like, I've been there for 5 years, Nana. You're going to love your 40s.
Oh, my goodness.
You're going to love it.
Yeah.
We have a comment. I don't know if you can see it from Bora. She says, you are both empowering, you're inspiring, and I love that. I feel that you are real women, attainable successes there. I have a master's in psychology and I want to get my PhD, but have this fear of, besides school loans, the fear of not being able to balance everything, as is everything with the virus and with a changing world. It's just scary.
Yeah, like I said before, definitely it's scary, but at the same time, if you don't risk anything, you will not gain anything. And it is the time for sure. And the perfect way to see this too is that, like you say, if you don't do nothing right now, you will not have nothing.
Anything, yeah.
And for sure, the internet is open doors that we haven't in the past. We had it in the past. So so I think the internet, for example, she have a master's in psychology. She can maybe do life coaching, or she can do consulting for other women or for other people. I don't know her specialty, but you can create so many things even in the internet, and you can create now your website or a Facebook page or anything like that can give you that that exposure.
Right. Okay, Zahira, háblame before we say goodbye about the meaningful company and your free weekend. I think those 4 days that you have coming up.
Yes. Well, the Meaningful Company is our company where we teach women. We have a lot of courses. We do like how to make a course online and how to have branding, or even do coaching more personal with me. You can have other resource for free there. You can find it there. We have a lot of free trainings and things that we have been doing in the past, so you can see it again, so you can start it. And we have 4 days in of a free training that is called Like a CEO, where we teach women how to stop to be auto employee with a business and up level to like a really CEO of a company, because it's not the same for sure.
Oh, okay. So it's even people who already own their business.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Zahira, thank you so
No,
much.
thank
I could
you.
talk to you the entire day. I really appreciate it. And you know what I love, Zahira? That you gave concrete examples and you gave concrete tools. Because sometimes when we listen to these talks about empowerment, it's all very emotionally driven and people leave thinking, but I'm not there. Like I
Yeah.
don't feel like I left with my toolbox to be able to say, this is what I'm doing next. And you did it. And I am so proud that of
Thank you.
you, a Puerto Rican woman, as a Latina, as a woman, as a mom, as an everything. You are quite the example. And listen, you're an event planner. That 40-year-old birthday party is going to be lit.
Hopefully, if I can do something.
I bet you'll just throw a great virtual party, Nina. I'm sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. And if anyone, or you need anything, I am always at Instagram. I love Instagram. You can DM me and ask me questions, and I can definitely, give you some guidance to help you. I think this is the era of women right now, and we have to take advantage of that for sure.
I love it. Thank you so much, Zahira. Cuídate mucho.
Thank
Buenas
you.
noches. Que estés
Bye.
bien. Bye. I love it. Isn't she amazing? All right. So if you're watching the rebroadcasting, please comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you took away from this interview. Hopefully next week, I'm going to talk to, Shelly with the She Shed. She's from Chicago. And Shirley's She Shed is going to join me next week to talk about getting famous, being a viral sensation, and a lot of other things, because of course she's an actor and life is changing for her too. So, but I want to know more about what you thought about Zahira Domenech, the advice she gave. I'm going to leave you all her information, her website, and so on. And leave me comments. This was live on Facebook, but I'll put it on my YouTube channel, and I'll be checking in to see if you have any questions. And do you have any questions right now before we say goodbye? Someone asked what I'm drinking. I think I'm drinking La Crema Pinot Noir. Yo no sé, my husband drops them off and I deal with it. Él me los compra, yo me los bebo. He brings them home and I drink them. It's pretty much what I said. And there you go. My best takeaway today, guys, was that women don't have an expiring date. We are never past due. It's never too late. Someone that joined us here, oh, look at this. Christine changed careers at 38 by going back to school, earned a master's, and started a new career at 45. She's now 55 and is the best decision she's ever made. Thank you for sharing that, because that's amazing. Kristen Muller, she works at a college, and grown women are starting or continuing their goals every day. Follow your goals. You're strong. I love this. I really, really appreciate it. Melanie, me gusta que te guste. I will see you next Wednesday, guys. I don't want to make it too long. I want to just give you a little bit of information so that you can go on with your day. Cheers. Here's to women, and here's to those partners that support us in our dreams, and those kids that make it all worthwhile, right? All right, guys, have a great, great Wednesday and the rest of your weekend. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week. But remember, if you're watching the rebroadcast, leave me a little message. Déjame un mensajito bendito. Oh, I'm going to finish with this. Women supporting women. Have a great night, everyone.